All right. We are back with more game development. I'm in a spot where I don't know what I want to do. There's a part of me that just wants to start working on an FPS multiplayer shooter for no good reason. And unfortunately, that pull is getting stronger and stronger every day. Even though this current game I'm working on is also gripping me. Because I'm absolutely loving it. I don't know. This is the problem with being a game developer who constantly has ideas. Not that they're like all amazing ideas, but they're all just interesting enough to make me want to switch off of my current idea. Okay. Oh, I just love seeing that. Could work on putting these guys, the ones that aren't rideable, into their place. And making them just choose predetermined spots to walk to. That might be nice. And then I could also adjust the pathfinding so you can't like go places that are, outside of where I would actually want you to go. So here's the deal. Also, we've got to make it so this world doesn't look so empty, because I have a feeling that the only way to do that is just going to be to have massive mountains kind of all over the place, which I'm almost thinking I just put in Blender. Like make some mountains in Blender and just have them all over the place. Or I just use Terrain 3D and raise up some giant ones. They need to also be far enough away where they look good. I don't know. It's tough. I just don't want you to be able to see the horizon when you're up on top of these guys. And we've got to find a way of making it more obvious how you direct these guys. What I'm thinking is you throw something. You throw something, and he goes and he walks over there. Or, I don't know, because then how far can you throw the thing? You could just make it so that you could just drive it around. But I do like the idea of it pathfinding its way there. Oh, is he stuck on something? Okay. Oh, maybe my pathfinding doesn't go that far. Oh boy, he's coming right for me. Yeah, how do I signal that you can even control this thing? And then the issue also becomes when you put him back down, you have to pop out. You should only really be able to go to places where there are real trees, because these are all foliage instances that have no collision on them. So we'll want to make it so you can only really take this guy to places that have real trees, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, and there's that weird thing again, where it kind of locks you out of position. That guy's stuck over there again, walking in place. I think that's one thing that we can work on. So, mountain. We have an ad break coming in 3 minutes, just adds up. Do a node. This one is going to be called path nodes. Why does it take so long to update sometimes? This one is going to be called goodness sakes. It is slow. Maybe I need to change a bunch of these. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have these random little nodes. We can go to Terrain 3D. Go to our thing here. We're going to delete all the pathfinding within here. Let's delete all the pathfinding around the hills. Okay, I'm just going to rebake it just to see what we're at now. Okay. Need to make sure all of this is gone. Okay. Don't want them to get stuck on the hills, so maybe I should be careful with that. Okay. Goodness sakes. Okay, I don't want anything on the hills because that's just more places they can get stuck. There's more hills there. And they just don't need to be... Like, these can be pretty tight little spots. Bake this nav mesh again. All right, now on our mountain, save that. Get next location. Okay. Get next location should only happen if So transition to idle. So if they're not rideable. Okay, sweet. So now get next location, instead of getting a random thing, we are going to just go through our, let's see here. We're going to grab a random node. So global.worldvar. What did we call this again? Path nodes, and then just destination. And then we're going to do destination. What is it? One. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, perfect. And then how many are there? 13. Or we could do get children. Is that the best way to do it? To like look at the children? Okay, so I could do something like this. Or could I load it into an array right at the beginning and then just reference that array? I think that's probably better. Can I just do that? I'm just going to do a random vector 3 there for now. I'm going to see if this works. If I can just get children. Print. Okay, we now have an array inside the array. Okay, so what can I do instead? How can I can't just append, or what does this do? Append array? Append array, all right. Oh, okay, nice. Sweet, so that just adds it to the array rather than creating a new one. Because this is just one thing. Okay, let's try this again. Does that have to be an array though? No, nice, perfect. Sweet. So we now have that destinations. Nav target equals global dot worldvar dot destinations. And then we can do let's do a size. One to the max. Okay, so it grabs a random integer between 1 and the size of the array. And then we do rand minus 1. Okay, let's give this a shot. Oh. Oh, duh. Okay. Dot global position. Can't just give it a node. We have to tell its say its position. Okay. It is now going to a place. Okay, this way, if we see that someone's stuck somewhere, then maybe we can mess with the pathfinding a bit. Ooh, what is this? Why do I have a floaty tree here? A couple of them. With the fake trees, I don't care as much, but it's probably from my nav painting. Or texture painting, actually. Because there was a texture under this one. It does that sometimes, where it just bumps it up for some reason. Okay, let's do this again, but let's make their speed like crazy high and just see if it gets stuck somewhere. You can get stuck on that. That's unfortunate. Oh, look at this guy. He just ran across this area and over the mountain, which I'm not a huge fan of. He could get stuck there. With the high speed, though, he might be like getting off course somehow. Still climbing over some stuff there. Okay. Well, if we notice him getting stuck somewhere, we'll figure that out. Love that big boy. What's up, Fanny Slam? How you doing? Okay. Yeah. So we'll turn him back down to 8. And then what can we do? Oh, I want him to burrow down here and there. Which means when they reach... Carrying it was false. Okay. This is if is writable. So, transition to idle. We're just going to say if is writable. Else. We could do a hydrate. We could do a little randomization. We could do that. And then transition to burrow. This is if state. Okay. We transition to walk. Else. Where is this being called? Change state. Start idle after unburrow. Transition to unburrow does this. Unburrowing switches you to idle, which if you're in idle, then we do this. Maybe this will just work. We'll see. He burrows? Yeah. It's pretty nice for the ones... I'll show you. Let's see how this works. It might break here. Should probably turn his speed up. Oh. That was kind of a random... Let's do... let's turn the speed way back up again. Just so then we can see if this breaks. Just works? It might. Who knows? Okay, switch to idle. It's not supposed to go over that. I need to fix that. Come on. You got to burrow at some point. It's idling again. Now it's dark, so I'm not even going to be able to see him. Come on, give me some light. There he is, zooming around. Yeah, why isn't he burrowing? Idle again. Did I put this on the wrong if check, or am I just getting really unlucky here? Yeah, I'm just flying around. Oh, there's a burrow. Okay. So he does burrow. That was just unlucky there. Now, will he get back up? Okay, so he's not getting back up. That's the main thing. So he transitions to burrow. But it must not be starting that thing. Yeah. Let's see here. Transition to burrow. Boom. State burrowing. Then we do burrow idle. Okay. If not is writable. Change state. We're going to do this. And then on change state timeout. If we're in burrow idle, then we do unburrow or transition to walk if we're in idle. Okay. Come on, just burrow on the first try, please. Man, he's going for it. There we go. Nice. Now, hopefully he starts the whole loop over again. Yes. Okay. This is poorly written and will cause issues later. However, I'm fine with that. All right. I'm going to make him really sit there for a while, though, since I don't need to test this anymore. Say like a good 20 to 30 seconds. In the meantime, let's turn his speed back down to manageable. And then I'll show you what I got. I don't know if you've seen this, Fanny, if you've seen the rideability yet or not. Poorly written will cause issues later. Yeah. It is a common trouble. Yeah. Well, I'm just haven't seen him rideable yet. Okay, well, that guy over there is not rideable. He does his own thing. But this guy, as you can see, happens to have a platform on top of his head. Also, I don't need to have all of these platforms anymore because I modeled this guy a little different. So, boom, you go up here. It's some bugginess with it, with some snapping, because I'm basically, yeah. Well, we'll see here, but I can unburrow him. Okay, now it's all dark, so we're not going to be able to see anything. But you can walk around on top. I need to set up my collision a little bit better so then you can still walk all around but just not fall off. Okay, here we are. And then you can direct him. You can see that little blue thing that just popped up. He will now go to where I'm telling him to. So now I just told him to go over there. I need to find a way to visually do that. Make it very obvious that you can direct him around. Which this now just makes me want to, make a survival game where you build the base on top of one of these walking... they're basically like stone trolls. So cool. Can't wait to play this myself. I think this is a really cool world to plan. Yeah, I know. There's so much that can be done with this. That makes me... Obviously, the initial idea is a puzzle game, of course. And that's number one, is I can do that. Because the puzzles can involve these big mountain trolls. And then, yeah, like I'll just make them stop here. So you get here, and then you're like, okay. See, there's a little glitchiness because I'm making it so the character like snaps to a position. It's supposed to be the same position they were just in, but it basically switches out character controllers once you're on top of this. I wonder if a better way to do it would probably just be to just make the player a child of the thing. Because right now I have a separate character body that is a child of the walking, the mountain troll. And so he is what you like walk around with when you're on top of it. At least when you're riding him. Like right now I'm still my player character controller, main one, which is why it moves under my feet and there's no I don't stick to it. Funny you said that about a survival game. I had the same idea after watching your stream. Build the base on top of a rideable troll, but once you start hurting his resources and then he attacks your base. Yeah. That's the thing, is you could do some cool stuff with this type of mechanic. I just like the idea of it. I just want to have, At first I was thinking it'd be really cool to make a multiplayer one, because then you could be fighting guys while they're on their own. But just your own would be sweet, because it's okay, you go down, maybe at night or something, you're going around looking for resources, and then during the day you're up above. I don't know. There would be a certain cycle that you do while you're just kind of traversing an endless forest. Almost like the game Raft, but using one of these to get around. So little twigs come out of the ground and start smashing. Yeah. I think you're so creative to come up with this. I was looking at Nordic folklore because I was I kind of want to make something that has a little bit of that flair in it. And they have the sort of stone troll thing, which are basically mountains that just are trolls. And so then I don't know, just thought it would be cool. And then once I made it, I was well, now I just want to ride on top of it. So see, there's that snapping thing again. But it is cool, being able to... I literally am just switching out my character body. So, the player just snaps to this new character body. That is the new character controller. But, yeah. But I could just make it where you just become like a child. Oh, there is some of that happening. Like weird, like jiggling. It's kind of tough to do, you know, the whole vehicle thing. Oh boy, what's going to happen here? But this is my issue, Fanny Slam. It's the standard issue that everyone has. Here, let's see if I get knocked off. I probably will. Maybe not. Nope. I almost got knocked off. Okay. Because there's collision shapes on that. Because right now I'm just using one scene and then like have some booleans to tell it whether it's rideable or not. And some of the things that are collision shapes that are set up only for the rideable things are still on the non-rideable ones. But anyway, I have so many different projects I want to make. Of course, this is just a standard problem with all game devs, but I have so many different projects. I just don't know what to do. It's just too much. Because I also really want to make a, ooh, this is kind of cool. Walking with a train. Really want to make a shooter game as well. The problem that having these guys as rideable is that I do need to make it so my, oh, there he goes. I should do some effects around the burrow as well. But I do need to make it so you can't walk anywhere where there's these static trees. Because like if I just burrow down, and I jump off, this guy's floating, just kind of annoyingly. Some of them just float. I don't know why. They don't start out floating. It's you do something and then it pops them up. Terrain 3D does that. But anyway, these ones are all from Terrain 3D and they don't have collision. So I can't make this guy walk everywhere. I have to make him only walk in places where I know I'm going to have real trees and not these foliage instance trees. Plus, I don't want it so you can accidentally run into one of these guys. Vehicles are hard. I remember making a game in Macromedia Flash when I was a kid. Had this cool bus sprite, which was just a hollow rectangle with a gap in the side. Collision meant you could just walk into the inside of the sprite, and the collision of the bus walls would push you along. Wish it was that simple. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's the thing. Because it's a character body, I think that's what it is. Then I just slide on whatever is below. But I could potentially make it so I just can't slide when I'm on top of this. Like there's just no sliding. But then would I be able to like walk up here? I don't know. Some of the dirt get dug up and a hole be created. Yeah, that would be cool. Could have the hole stay after there. Depends. Yeah, I don't know. Because I'm using Terrain 3D, I don't know if I can do that. I mean, I probably can. It's just how hard it would be. You just walk through his burrow. Yep. These guys just don't care. The sound effects really sell it, though. I used to have it so you could just walk through the main area. But I'm realizing that that's not really going to be possible. So what I am actually thinking, if I want to get this project done at any point soon, there's a couple things I need to do. Okay, footsteps I still need to do. Lake water, mostly good. Cottage is not. World boundary is not done. Puzzle 1, puzzle 2, puzzle 3. First puzzle. Take the boat to the island. I think that's what I'm going to do. Puzzle time, yep. Puzzle 2, maybe fix the lift. Three, take the walking mountain to, or the, we'll just say, take the stone troll to the end location. I think that's what I'm going to do. It'll involve that. There will be more to it. But basically, maybe out here, you'll walk it over to something over here and have to do some puzzles by getting up and down. One thing is I could also, let's go to terrain 3D maybe. Should I raise mountains all around or should I just drop some in from Blender? Feeling like just Blender is the way to go. Also, let me go get some coffee so I can think straight. What Blender version? Yeah, Blender it up. What Blender version? This is... I'm on 4.11. I should probably switch it up here. Let me also look and see if there's any tutorials on mountains. Because I just want to do a surrounding mountain scene.
Okay, let's make some stuff. In this three-part... First, go to...
Okay, we've got like 8 different videos. Let me grab my coffee. Oh, jeez. As long as you always have a backup, they have been changing so many things on me, specifically around material nodes, I have to relearn it. Ooh, okay. Delete that default cube before it commits crimes. Yes. This is truly terrible. Okay. This one is probably not correct.
Begin by deleting everything and adding in a plane. This I'm going to divide over and over and over. Just keep dividing it. Really.
In 2 clicks. But it clicks more than 2 times. Yeah.
Now go into geometry nodes and add a set position node that we are going to modify the Z component of with some noise. You can see the results here. And by modifying the scale and the detail, we get more realistic terrain. Look at that. You can mess with the roughness of it and then just expand your land forever.
This has absolutely nothing to do with what I want.
With Shift-A, click on TXA.
Oh, true. In fact, there's many instances of 2 clicks, actually.
See, we have many presets for different terrains. And we can customize it. We can change the size.
Okay, let's see this again.
First of all, we need the add-on TXA landscape.
Okay.
Just download the zip file.
TXA Landscape Blender. Gonna crack onto some video editing. Okay, nice. Do you have a YouTube you're working on, or? Okay, I think this is it. Okay. This one seems right here pretty good. I'm going to watch a little bit of this.
Blender tutorial series, I'm going to show you how to create realistic rocky mountains in Blender. Materials, and then we will render the scene. It's a great way to help support multiple different, because if we download the
Making a channel trailer since I've been streaming for a few years now. I do have a YouTube under the same name, but it's just my clips being reposted. Okay. Yeah. Nice. I need to start putting something out on my YouTube. I mean, I have some stuff on my YouTube, but it also has like a bunch of gaming shorts but I need to start putting out some stuff. I like editing videos and putting them together. I don't want to spend a ton of time doing it because then I just won't stick with it. But Ryan King is amazing with Blender.
The 1K
Perfect.
version, it will look a bit pixelated. So I'm going to be downloading the 8K HDR version, and then you can just
Okay, he's
download
doing
the
textures.
Add Mesh ANT landscape add-on. So just click on the check mark, T landscape add-on. So to do that, let's click right here on edit, and then we're going to open up Blender's preferences. And then right over here on the add-ons tab, you can go here to the search, and you can type in land, and we...
Okay.
we just want to turn on the Add Mesh ANT Landscape add-on. So just click on the check mark to turn that on, and then you can close the user preferences. So now that the add-on is turned on, I'm going to start by pressing the A key to select everything, and let's press X, and then I'm going to click on Delete. So to add the landscape, I'm going to press Shift A, and we're going to go here to Mesh, and then all the way down here, you're going to click on Landscape. And so this landscape add-on is going to generate landscapes for us. So I'm going to press the period on the numpad to zoom into the landscape. Now to edit the landscape, you can click right here to open up the landscape settings. So right above me, click on the arrow there, and this is going to give you all the different settings for the landscape add-on. So there's a bunch of different settings that you can play around with, and we will be changing some of these. But if you go right up here to the operator presets, there's actually a bunch of different really cool presets that you could check out. So I'm just going to go through some of these. There's some really cool ones here. That's not really a landscape, that's
nice. This is mountain 2. Okay. Canyon, okay.
Just an
Now,
abstract
what
one,
size?
but there's like this dunes one here. That is pretty cool. There's also this mountain 2. That's pretty cool. And there's also a mountain 1. And there's even a volcano preset. That is super cool. There's also a river one, so I can click on river, and you can see it's going to generate a landscape with a river. So there's a bunch of different presets that you can check out, but for this tutorial, I'm going to add the canyon. And we're going to edit this to make it look more like the edge of a rocky mountain. Now, if for some reason you click away or kind of move the object around, you can see that the settings are going to go away. And so to get the settings back, you can just click on X and then delete, and then you can press Shift A again and go down here and add the landscape.
I've always hated how that's the case. Why can't you just change the settings
And you
after?
can see it's going to add the same landscape. Or instead of doing that, what you can also do is just press the N key to open up the side panel, and I can click over here on the Create tab and make sure you have the object selected when you do that, and you can see it's going to show you all of the different settings.
Okay,
Now,
good.
you might need to click on the refresh button. So for instance, if I want to change the random seed, I could
We can do random seed. Okay, nice.
turn this up, and then I could click on the refresh button, and then it's going to change the seed and update that. But I'm going to press the N key to close the side panel, and I will press X and delete this. I am just going to press Shift A and add the landscape add-on, and then right over here, if you click on the arrow to open this up, there are all these settings right here. So the first thing that I want to change is the subdivisions. So right here we have subdivisions Y and subdivision X, and so this is going to determine the amount of detail or the geometry of the land, so it's a bit right here, and that is because we were using the canyon preset. So if I click here on the fall off, I could turn it to none, and this way there's not going to be any fall off, so you can see the entire landscape has the bumpy environment. But I want to have a fall off around the entire landscape, so if I click on the fall off here, I want to change this to X and Y, and this way there will be a fall off around the entire environment, so the environment becomes flat on the edges. Now if I scroll up a little bit, there is this mix factor right here, and if I change the mix factor, it will be a little bit laggy. So what I'm going to do is actually go right up here, and on the subdivisions X and Y, I'm going to click, drag down, and then let go to change both values, and I'm just going to turn these subdivisions to 100 for now, so that it is lower detail, and then we will turn up the geometry later. So if I now go right down here to the mix factor is going to blend this effect type. So if I turn the mix factor up, you can see it's going to bring the mountains down, or if I make the mix factor a smaller number, it's going to bring the mountains up. So I'm going to turn my mix factor to a -0.6, just a -0.6, and now you can see kind of on the top of the mountains, it is a little bit flat. And then I can also drag the bar up here, and I want to go here to the random seed, and so you can play around with the random seed to get a seed that you like. And I'm going to use a random seed of 6 because I think the
Hey,
random
me
seed of
when
6
I
looks pretty
when
nice.
me
So we're going to
hi.
be putting the camera
What is
down
up?
here, and so this way this big mountain will be kind of on the side, and you'll be able to see some of these mountains, and then we'll have some other mountains farther away in the background.
Maybe I
So
should
you
do
can
more
use whatever
canyon style
random
rather
seed you
than
want.
like
So
jagged
there's so many
peaks.
other settings that you can play around with. For instance, there is a noise size, and that's going to change the size of the mountain. And there's a bunch more settings here. You could use the soft instead of hard, and of course there's a bunch of different presets. But I'm going to keep
Okay, let's add a new one. Okay. Can I just make this bigger and will it continue? Okay, that just stretches it.
What the hell is even that?
Hey, New Jank, what's up? How is it? It's pretty good. Not bad. I'm trying to figure out how to just quickly add some landscape stuff to my backgrounds. Actually, I should show you what I got here so far, New Jank. On the puzzle game. First things first. We got this guy. Mountain, kind of a mountain troll, stone troll. He goes about his business. I did some messing around with the outlines. I realized that there was some issues. There's still some issues, but I just toned them down quite a bit. And I'm liking the look of not having like crazy outlines. Although I wish there was outline there. See, there's some things where it's like there should be an outline there, but anyway, that guy's doing his own thing. I can come over here, you know, take the lift to get across the water. Then we got another mountain guy chilling here next to the platforms. Oh, it's getting dark again. I gotta wait for this. I think I'm gonna switch to an outline shader more like this than what I'm doing right now. This is just really nice for doing everything at once, but I keep running into issues where like I adjust one setting that works really well for this situation, but then in another situation it doesn't. It's a little strange how this one works. And I don't know. I mean, there's also the possibility that I just don't even do an outline shader, but I think this is subtle enough and still gives it the look I want. But anyway, you can jump up on this guy. And there's a little platform on top. Oh, I'm getting stuck. There we go. And you can tell him to get off his butt. And then you can tell him to do something like, "Hey, let's walk over here." Or way over there. Does the outline shader you're using allow much thicker outlines? Yes. But that's where the weirdness kind of comes in. You can see a little bit of flickering with this outline when it passes over objects because it's using depth pass to determine the thickness. And when I have thicker lines, it's much more obvious. And it's unfortunate because it'll be like the little grass blades will give it a little splotchy look. So who knows? There might be a better way to do it. I just don't know shaders well enough. So I'm just kind of using this one and trying to figure it out. But looking sick so far, dude. Thanks, man. Absolutely nuts, dude. I do love the this guy right here being able to run around. I basically, how I have it set up right now is there's just a separate character body attached, which this is causing me some problems with like snapping and stuff. But there's just a second character body that lives on top of this and is parented to the bone. So then you move with the animation, and then literally you just press F to snap to that position. First, I try to snap the character body to your position, and then it basically changes control over to that character body, and then from there, your player I just match the global position. So it's like you're piloting around a phantom character body that is a child of this thing. But yeah, there's so much I can do with this, especially with a puzzle game. Like you could be using these guys. There's also a survival game idea that I really want to try at some point, using something like this where you're building a base on top of it. Like I just have ideas, but of course I want to be done with this demo in like a couple weeks, which I've been saying a couple weeks since like 4 weeks ago. So actually, I don't know. I think I've only been working on this for 3 weeks maybe now, but it is getting, I'm liking it. I just need to add a little bit of direction, figure out what my 3 puzzles are going to be, and then start building them. But I just love these rock trolls so much. I imagine it being sort of a fast travel thing, almost like can't remember what they were called, but the rail sphere things in Riven. Yes. Those were so sick. Oh, I better avoid this guy. Yeah. And I have that, like, little tram thing, and I was thinking about Riven when I made that. I was like, this is such a Myst thing, because I want it to be very, like, Myst is just obviously so cool, and so it's the main inspiration. But visually, I'm doing obviously quite different stuff, but yeah. Oh, and then I can make him stop. There was a little flicker there you could see because of the position changing. Oh, looks like I stopped in the middle of a tree. And right there, it just snapped me back to this position, which I think is because the character body is like hanging around up here, and sometimes it just, it isn't fast enough. There's that flicker again. But the thing is, I'll have to figure out, because right now I'm using Terrain 3D for a lot of these trees, just to be a multi-mesh for performance. But of course, if I drop down here, there's weird things that Terrain 3D does where, like, because I added texture here or something, it just bumped all of these up. And all of these are multi-mesh with no collision. So I'll have to kind of, it won't be able to just be fully free roam, Leaf, what's up, man? How's the game dev going well? Did you try to making the big creature an animatable body? Might be able to do everything you want with no extra logic, but IDK exactly. I do not. I don't even know what an animatable body is. But character bodies will stick to animatable bodies. Okay. Well, then that would be everything I need. That would be sick. Got an ad starting soon. I'm going to snooze it for 5 minutes, and then I'll let it run after that. But you'd use animatable body for things like moving platforms. It's kind of just, and he's a big moving platform. That would be perfect, because I'm also doing the same thing over here, except for on the lift, I just make it so you can't walk, because it was the first time I tried this. And at first I thought, like, oh, maybe I can make him still walk, and I couldn't figure it out. But on this guy, it actually worked surprisingly well to just have the separate body. The only thing is that flicker. But even that, I could probably, like, just slow it down enough to where it, like, doesn't snap instantly. But, like, on this, I'm just, I just get the current position, keep you there, or snap a node 3D to this position, and then just put the character on that. And then right at the end, you see as it stops, it releases me. And so I kind of slide. But that would be amazing for this too then. Make the lift an animatable body, and make sure to animate it instead of a mesh or something. And embody the root of the lift, then the player should just be able to walk on the platform and it'd be good. Okay, so currently what I have, for the lift is, where is it? Nope, that's the little, I have the bridge with the lift as a separate scene, and then I'm just tweening between the location from there to there. So I might have to rework some of it then. Would I? Yeah, it's using paths. Might still work. Would I make the bridge or just the lift? Well, let me just try this. I can't change this, right? But could I just change this node 3D to it? And give it its own collision on the floor? Unless I'm doing something with it in code. I mean, I'll probably need to change something like the some stuff I can hear. Some references. I'm doing path follow 3D. I'm going to try it. Yeah. Okay. Change type to animatable. I had no idea this even worked. Or that this was even a thing. Now, I wonder, that static body probably... I feel like that's... Okay, and then I think on the bridge we're actually doing the player thing. Or are we doing it here? Where am I actually getting the player? Okay, this was it. Yeah, so we can just do pass. Move the collision shape. Not sure if it will work as the root. Move the collision shape. True. Yeah. Okay. Which I could literally just grab this, right? Copy it. Paste it under here. And then this one for collision, I could just take it off of that. Just for testing purposes. It won't work. Oh, the carriage does. Yeah. So I'm just doing the carriage. Yeah, the carriage is the animatable body right now. The bridge isn't. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, weird. Am I not moving the collision shape? Let's run that again and see what's up. Carriage is animatable body right now. The lift carriage is a part of the path follow. Why couldn't I change the static body? I mean, it's just generated from my what do you call it? My Blender file import. So it's not, as far as I know, I can't. Yeah, I can't change. Let me see what's going on here, because it's moving. Yeah, so this collision shape just isn't moving, which I'm wondering why, because like the whole thing should be it is all a child of this. Tween property, we're just tweening that, and this is just a child of that. So if I go into 3D and I go to my path follow, whoops. Weird. It's not leaving it behind there. Try going into the carriage and its process, set its global position to its parent's global position. You have to move anim bodies manually. Okay. Thank you, New Jank. Appreciate it. Okay. So, into the carriage, in its process, set its global position to its parent's global position. Oh, that's just the lever thing. Okay. Since it doesn't look like it's moving with the parent. Oh, okay. Well, see, the bridge is a separate thing. So the bridge is the parent, right? The path follow... Oh, wait. No, the path follow 3D is the parent. So I'm doing the bridge farther. I need to do get parent. Or can I do just get parent? What was it? Yes, get parent dot global. That's right. Yeah. What am I thinking? Yes. It's of the follow node. Okay, so now it's up there. But it seems like the collision shape has done it, so... Bro! Sick! Dude, this is amazing. This changes everything for everything I'm gonna build in the future. Sound's still playing because it's just in the wrong position. That is sick. Dude, yeah, I can do the exact same thing with the mountain troll. Yeah, I can get rid of the static body, which means I can go into blend, the blend file. Where's my... Now where, okay, my path follow is there, which means I could literally just maybe, if I just drag this down, whoops. Wait, why is this, this is still a static body. Lift carriage. Okay, there we go. Just took a couple times. For the anim body, yeah. So I just copied over this one, which was the original one. That's a great way to do it, by the way. Like, it generated the mesh, and then I was able to just copy it into the parent. Because normally I just instantiate, and then I have all this uneditable stuff. So, yeah, so the other one's gone, and now I've got this one here. That's pretty sick to be able to just do that. Okay. Now I can really just probably just drag. Oh, come on. Wonder if I can just do that. And will it just work? Are things just like not saving correctly? Also, let's get rid of this print, because that's kind of annoying me. Where was it? Print. Is that the only one? Oh, it was in main. Okay. Wonder if things just aren't like getting updated very when I'm saving. So I'm doing global position there. Its origin should be up higher, right? Extra node under the follow node. Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah. So I can just put that there. Go to the bridge. Node 3D. Well, I'll still have to drag it down, but that's kind of fine. Wait, now I'm breaking. Has position. Copy the lift carriage position, and instead of setting it to parent position, set it to parent position plus that offset. Oh, true. Copy value. I can delete that node then. Okay. That did not copy that value. I've been having that issue too. Copy value. What is it? Okay. Copy. Wonder if I can just do that. Okay, almost there. Something's off, but okay. Wait, where does path follow 3D? Why is it on X46? Oh, it's because... yeah, other than position, it's fine. We're adding 0 to its X position. The Y and Z... Is it because of local versus global? Yeah, because it's also not quite at the right height, right? Yeah, because those should be sitting directly on top, and it's not quite. How does it look if I do this? Just 0, 0. Okay. So that's... If I do 0 here... Okay. Yeah, because we didn't perfectly align it before. So that's why it's a little off from where I set it up. I think. Let me think of how I could do this. So I could go here and I could align it perfectly. So 3D in here. What happens if I'm going to copy this value and then reset it? Okay. So that's where it should be, technically. And then why is it saying it's moving it in the Z? Is that because of the rotation? It must be. Yeah, because that is, yeah. Setting local position to parent global. So to parents local. Yes. Okay. I'm going to keep that offset there. Oh. Okay, now we're now we are up here. Okay, so we go back here. I'm going to parents global. Wait, no, yeah. Because that would push it way off, right? Why in the world would that ever be up there? Right. Oh, true. We're basically taking that parent position and then setting it to our own, but then that's offset from the parent. Mm-hmm. Position equals vector 3. Let's see here. Could I do the transform instead? Yeah, it's the path follow. What's up, Hidden Hippo? How you doing? Why is this breaking my brain so much? The fact that I can't just do the global position. Here, let's do this again. Yeah, I guess what happens if I just don't? What happens here if I don't do that? Okay, then this collision body stays behind while that moves. Still kind of interesting that that moves. Even though it's a child of this thing. Am I just grabbing the wrong thing? No, because it's just the parent that's moving. And all of this decides, hey, we're going to move along with it. Position plus or equals vector 3 not work. Oh, true. Just setting the position. I didn't think about that. So just grabbing these values here. They don't move on their own. They need to be animated or have their position set directly. Okay. Okay. He's in the right spot. Let's see what happens when the parent moves. Oh, perfect. Oh. Okay, so that'll be an issue. The fact that you can jump on there and run into the collision above. Which it seems like it's just the... Oh, I see. Just the fact that you can jump at all. You'll jump up, but you won't carry your momentum, of course. Could disable jumping, yeah. Go to Animbody node real quick. Okay. Oh, can I keep a velocity? Touching bodies as if they were moving. Constant angular velocity. Go to my player node. Okay. Oh, moving platform. Okay, so it's add velocity. It's kind of already doing nothing. I wonder if that's only for physics things. Let me see what happens if I go here. Yeah, I still jump off. So that is... Oh, I can just... I did not realize I could accidentally do that. That you could just hit the lever again. That should be disabled. It's now very quiet, probably because I did that. Because I'm doing some weirdness with the sound. Not really moving the platform, you're setting the position. You're right. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. Well, either way... Let's take a look here. Let's do player. Can jump. Ooh. This will be a problem, though, if I try to do it on the mountain, because I want you to be able to jump when you're on the mountain. I wonder if I can just make this... Is there a way to just make this not the floor? Still looks great. Yeah. Because I could just disable jumping by making it just not the floor. Not count as floor Godot. Yeah, I could do something like that, Hippo. I could, yeah, just make it reference the player and be like, can jump is false. This AI overview is not. How do I make can slide false? That's what it's saying. Area trigger. True, yeah. Yeah, I could just do that because I already have an area trigger. Maybe that is the best way to do it. So on player, so boop. We have this detect body entered. What was that for again? Player detect, lever detect. Okay, that's this one here. Oh, right. Okay. So we already have this here. So we could do is player body dot can jump equals false, and just do the same thing here. And we can go to player. We can say where's our jump? Right here. Might need to refactor the bridge. When you get a quick moment, go to some empty area in your level, create a new antibody, give it a collision shape, thin platform, then make a new animation. True, yeah. Test it, and your character should inherit velocity. Okay. Just by making an animation instead. Where you're setting the position, lerp it instead. Do lerp position. That might make the carriage platform realize it's moving. So how it currently is just the bridge. The bridge has a tween, and that just changes this progress ratio on the thing. So I could instead, yeah, like you're saying, lerp the position from a starting point to an end point. For this, I think I'll work more on the mountain than on this, because this is just used in one spot. Well, right now. Maybe I'll want more. What is can jump set to right now? Is it set to false? Yes, it should be set to true. Okay. Because I think... Yeah. Well, we'll see here. So I can't jump. Nice. Now I just can't jump. Okay. The other thing is, need to start detect area entered. If moving, return, or if not moving. Okay. I just had that there for some reason. Okay. Barrier name is detect. Moving equals false, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're going to do this. True. And can lever. Okay, sweet. So we can't lever it. It's set to true to start, and then on the end and start we set can lever equals true. I should move all of this stuff into... Yeah, I should just move this all into a... Hey, Orbimortar with the raid. How you doing, man? How was your stream?
I don't know.
Okay, can lever will be here. BD, what's up? And Gax, what up? Oh, not too much. Just working on my little game here. Okay, lift end, can lever, true, perfect, stop noises, blah, blah, blah. That's all good. Thanks for the follow, Gax. Appreciate it. Also have an infinite jump. Well, that's only if I enable it, so there's like a way I can go into flight mode just for easy use. And then up here, when we press this, then we set all this stuff and we say can lever equals false. Okay. Let's see. Frustrating end, but I made some progress on the game. Nice. Man, how have I not followed you and your brother yet? I feel like every time I see you, we are playing your brother's helicopter game. Wait, who is this Gax in my chat? Is this someone I know in IRL? Which, by the way, I need to play some of the most recent builds. Okay. Press the lever. What were you working on, Orbimortar? Mr. Game Doodle himself, yes. Creeper just creeps too much. Okay, that worked. Now I press it again. Try to press lever. I can't. Sweet. But I can still move around on this. I still can't jump. That's good. Okay, this will work for our purposes. And then once I get out of here, I can. Perfect. All right, let's disable collision shapes so then I can... Yeah, I don't really know how I'm going to do it for the platform, or for these guys over here. Because I want to be able to jump and move around and do all that stuff on top of when you're riding. So when I get up here and lift off, and then tell them to go over there, I want to be able to jump like this. But if I do the moving platform thing, I'll have to figure out a different way of doing it. Because wouldn't I then have to animate the movement somehow?
I don't know. I just got here.
Hey, Beatty, thank you for the follow. Just bugs on some of the puzzle logic. I did fix a console error that was annoying. But yeah, I just had some issues with the hazard. Yeah. I haven't even gotten to really any of the logic of this. Well, I mean, I guess I've done a little bit while working on like this big mountain trolls or rock troll things. That's why I suggested lerping the animbody's position. Okay, so would I then make this entire thing? This one's a little different because I would have to rework a lot, so I may have to just try it later because it will require a lot of reworking. But man, it would be nice. Lerping the position. I'm trying to figure out how I would do that with this here. So I would lerp the position to wherever I'm going, but I would need to make sure that it still behaves like a character body. The anim body to a bone attachment. That is great call. Let's see here. Copy this collision shape, paste it under there. Now this collision shape, I'm gonna, okay, it is on 4. And that's just so then we can walk around on top, if I remember right. Wait. That might be so then the player position offset can walk around on it. Yes. So I can kind of keep that the same. I'm just going to do this as just same collision 1-1. And instead what we're going to try to do is just not use the player position thing. Interact, blah, blah, blah. We're just going to not set active to true. Because I think if it's active, right. We're just going to return. Okay. This looks fun. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do this because I already have it where you can ride around on him, but there's these little snapping things because basically what I'm doing is trying to put you... There's like a whole nother character controller that's on top of the mountain that you then snap to so then you can move around on top because otherwise you just slide off it when it unburrows and stuff. But now there's another way we can do this using these animatable bodies. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. So might have to lerp its global position to the parent's global position again, think there was just something weird going on with the bridge. Yeah. Torso bone, then create the platform in the animatable body. Yep. Which we have that collision shape. Lerps its global position to its parent's global position. Not 100% sure that will cause the anim body to realize it has velocity, but I think it will. Okay. So we will try this. Let's see what happens. It might, because I've changed some stuff, everything might just break. So we'll see here. 10 times delta. Okay. Whoa, that kind of just already works. Well, let me see. Okay, there was still a little flicker there. Where did I go? Oh. Why can't I get in here? Oh, because the which is if I go to here, that is like that. So maybe it just hadn't even caught up yet. I don't know. We will see. This should be oh, it's attached to the bone. Yeah, it just needs to be moved. But then when this plays, it will stay down there. No, because the bone will come up. We still need the offset thing, right? I think so. We'll do a debug with visible collision shapes. We'll go here, say, I think we need to do this. Old setup isn't completely disabled. It could be. Could very well be. Let's just see what this does. Okay, that is still way up top. Is it moving with the animation? It is not. Which makes sense because it's an animatable body. We're only moving the position. So when I go here, and I sit down, okay, that did change its position to up there. We just don't want it up there. Are we moving with this thing? Let's see here. Yeah, we are like weirdly... Obviously, yeah, we'll need to do the rotation too. There must be just something that is... Oh, yeah, we didn't... I don't think we are disabling the other thing. I think you're completely correct. Wait, active equals true. Why is this active equals true? Two separate meshes, one for creature body and another for the area you want the player to stand on. Yeah, probably. Okay, so this is no longer active, or it shouldn't be. Oh my goodness, my speed hacks are just... I should turn it down, but... Okay, so now I am just in the... Yeah, right. Okay, so it's still trying to snap me to that position. So we can go back to offset and we can say offset is true. And then we can go to mountain, and instead of just saying this, we also need to do carrying. Because we're trying to do that. Global position. Okay. So this can stay there in case we need it later. Disable the collision shape to test. Yeah, let's see here, because I have... What do I have? I have this collision, which is only on layer 4, so that should only affect the other thing. But we still have the collision shape here. Nope, it's a different one. We have 2 collision shapes. Or do we just have 1? Does the player run into 4? Yes. Okay. We just have 1. Now, the positioning is still wrong, of course. It's like snapping back into that. Yeah, okay. I wonder if I go to here. And get up top here. This is just shaking like crazy. Okay. Oh, and our other guy just ran into us. Okay, we have the same issue. So the lerp thing, I can still jump and fall off it. Also, that positioning thing is just so strange. Because it's the same issue still. Why does it do the position like that? It's like the position isn't actually out of whack, right? Had an area trigger. There's a trigger when you press F when you're inside of... There is an area trigger. Right here. Yeah, to be able to then press F and make it go up. Okay, let me figure out how to get this thing to just be in the right spot. Because adding this position to it doesn't quite work. Can't just get the parent and throw the offset in there. Unless do I have to do... Oh, I was doing the wrong... Oh my goodness. I wasn't doing negative here. Could that be it? Yes. Perfect. Okay. Okay. So we are, whoops. We are definitely not sticking to it. So it doesn't know that it has velocity. Yeah, so collision shape is still off. It is still a little... Like, I just have the same exact shape as the mesh, right? And it's not animating with the mesh, right? As far as I can tell. Wait. Oh, it's just also not on the... It is, yeah, it is slightly... Zero and zero? This collision shape. Oh, you know what? Also, I just realized... We also have the platform, which is its own thing. Shoot. I mean, we could just add that maybe under somehow. I don't know. Just in case the antibody collision shape wasn't the collision shape you were saying. Okay, yeah, it should be the one because I disabled the other one. So let's try this with me not standing on the platform. So if I just stand here, nope, still doesn't like me doing that. Oh. Because that is jiggling around so much. Because it's lerping, maybe? And obviously it's not following the rotation either. But it's still not keeping its velocity. That's the thing. I know that it's not keeping the velocity. Yeah. That would be the way to do it. One thing I can do is disable that, hide it. I'll keep this collision shape just there. But honestly, I'll just add a even simpler collision shape. Oh, I might have to go, actually. Dang it, right when I'm getting some potential momentum here. Yeah, I think I will have to do that. For now, here, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of reset things back to where they were, but just keep this here. Put that on 0. Put that back on 4. We'll just keep it as it was before. But when we come back to this, then we will be able to hopefully figure it out. Because I think we can figure it out. That would be really nice to be able to do exactly what you're saying there, New Jank. Because then I don't have to have this weird snapping thing that happens. Let me look and see if there's someone I could raid. Got this. Yeah, I feel like it could be good. And it's not something that's super necessary because once again, I want to try to just have something done here in a couple weeks and be like, it's something, has potential. However, I just want to learn how to do it correctly because that would be really useful for future projects too. And who knows, maybe I end up doing more with this project than I'm expecting. Who's online? Why am I not recognizing anyone online? Oh, Falonier. I could send over to Falonier. Let's do this. Raid. I think that's how did I spell it correct? Yes, perfect. We will do that. Send you over there. But yeah, I will be back on again tomorrow, as always. But thank you all for being here. Too bad I had to leave so abruptly. I just got sucked into this and then realized I had to go. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Thanks for the raid, Orb Mortar. Thank you for the follow, Gax and Beady Turtle. New Jank, good to see you as always. Yeah, take it easy, man. Fanny Slam, you too. And all the people in chat. But yeah, thank you all. I will see you all later. Hidden Hippo as well. Peace out. Yeah, I'll send you over. Peace. And those of you in the YouTube chat, have a good one.